You was feeling them. Good morning, friend. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Quinn. I'm a mathematical research scientist in my late 20s, and I create videos about how I apply my systems thinking to my everyday life while also staying authentic and balanced. Whether it's productivity, wellness, or personal growth, my vlogs are where I turn my reflections into real momentum and change in my life. So welcome to another episode of the Late 20s Diaries. This week is actually my 29th birthday, this Friday. Today is Monday, September 1st. Doesn't that just feel good? It just feels good. So yeah, this week I really want to just talk about all the things that are on my mind. I'm already reflective by nature, but with my birthday coming up, I have so many big picture reflections about what I want my 30s to look like, what I want my life to look like, how far along I am in my long-term goals, what habits do I need to cultivate to make sure that I'm going to reach those goals, how do I feel about this year so far and like the last year of my life, and what kind of changes can I bring towards the next year, because there's so much possibility with where I am in my postdoc and building a career. It's just so much opportunity. Every year is an opportunity, so I'm just feeling reflective and grateful and a whole bunch of things. So I want to spend this week with you because it's a 2-day work week, girl. 2-day work week. It's Labor Day as we speak, and then since it's my birthday, I took off Thursday and Friday. So I'm only going to work Tuesday and Wednesday this week. So I'm in major Virgo mode as far as like productivity. I am all ready for work, but also this week I want to decorate my apartment and catch up on editing videos and just spend some time enjoying myself in my bullet journal and reading and stuff. So we're going to get into it. I'm actually about to go on my walk now that leg day is done. I'm feeling so hot, but I found a nice new trail that I enjoyed yesterday, and I was like, oh, well, I should come back here tomorrow before it gets too hot. So that's what I'm doing. Well, let's go get in some steps. We're doing the 9K step challenge in the Reproductive People Club. So as of today, and I'm probably gonna be on my computer once I get back. So let me just go ahead and cross it out now. Got my headphones, water. Okay. peanuts is my new favorite obsession. Like, so perfect. Perfect crunchy, perfect fiber, protein. I love it so much. I love it so much. And I'm nearing the second chapter of Hellbent. It's the second book by Lee Bardugo. I gave my review in my previous video and 5 stars. I am loving it, and I was going to watch some vlogs while I was eating, but I was like, I should just read. I also did a video about my reading habits, and like, that's why I remember, like, anytime I have the option, I just have to remember to choose better. Anyway, it is currently 2 o'clock, and I'm finally going to start on my like to-dos of the day. And even though it's Labor Day and I don't have any like research work, I do have plenty of YouTube work to do, okay? First of all, I started a Patreon that officially starts today as I'm recording September 1st. It's a book club / academic behind the scenes. I know some people on here ask me about wanting to see more math and wanting to see more of like what I do. And the reason I can is because a lot of it is confidential. Like, the nature of getting grants and publishing research is a competitive nature just naturally, and so if I were to share what I'm working on, anyone could take it and steal my intellectual property, and then I wouldn't be able to get what I'm working for. So while I can take you along my process and my lifestyle and how I'm productive, I can't actually show you what I'm doing exactly, but I can show you more than I am here behind a paywall. And so that's why I have the Patreon. And I'm starting my very first research diary today. I have a whole list of things I want to share in the research diary series about what I have going on, my research notebook, my Notion, my updates, what I'm thinking through, the science and biology and math and coding of it all, because I do want to talk about it. I want to talk about math so much more than I do here, in a scientific way and not just in a lifestyle way. But as I said, there's some privacy and stuff that has to be considered. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, it's for my Patreon. And because it's all academic, I've made an academic space. There's an academic Discord. There's going to be academic events and like extra perks and stuff. So it's a space for us to really grow together and also read together and share our research together. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do next. And then the rest of my YouTube to-dos, I have to edit a video that I want to finish editing today. I'm currently writing my September Reset Substack post because I don't have time to edit a video for it. So I'm just going to keep writing the post. I mean, I'm doing the post anyway, but I will also do post and video once I have my life more together. And then what else is on my, write my reset, record the research diary, and edit. Those are my main things that I need to do. It's 2 o'clock and the day ends at 7 is my current rule for my life. No matter what I'm doing, I stop any kind of task at 7, eat, walk, bed. Okay, so let's record. I need to figure out where I'm going to like sit and talk. I have so many options now that I've decorated my place mostly. We'll get into that later in the week. But what do I want it to be? Like my background. Let's think on that. So this is my bedroom reading corner, but I don't know if that lighting is like good enough. And you can see my bathroom. How's that lighting? Still not great. I just don't think you can see well enough here. Should I sit on the floor? Maybe if I put my camera on the stand and have this beside me with the things. Let's see here. That seat, let's also try here. Too high? What if I bring you a little lower? I do like this background. How do I get you lower? High enough. I like this. I do like this. I'm going for a casual vibe. Like, I'm really just going to be sitting here talking. I have my list of things I'm asking myself out and I'm responding out loud. There's a bit of structure, of course, but I like this chill background. This feels good. Okay. Perfect. Though you can't even see the books. I guess if I move them over, you'd be able to see them. Is that too? Yes. Okay, and I'm interested in my bedroom because I still haven't edited any of the videos that I've recorded since moving here because there's a month delay with everything I do with YouTube. So I have no idea if you can hear the AC yet. and just in case you can, I want to record in here to be safe. I do have a mic, but it interrupts like my ability to see what I'm doing, so it's really a last resort. But okay, I'm going to start recording the other video now. I have no idea how well you can hear me. I'm so sorry. I'm right by the air vent, but it is 6 o'clock and I literally have only just finished with doing my reset post, which means I just finished my reset for the month, like looking at my habit analytics, my review of my goals, setting new goals for September, making my September vision board. Love it, love it. It's now the wallpaper of my screen. But yeah, I finished everything I wanted to do for the computer except for editing. I had allotted a couple hours to editing, but I took those hours to record that video and to do this reset, and now it's 6. And as I said, the day ends at 7. Tomorrow is the big meeting day, and I want to wake up on time to work out before work and all of that, so I still need to like end my day proper, which means I'm going to have to update my to-do list for the week because I'm not going to be able to edit this today. It's going to have to be another day of the week. Okay. So for now, I'm going to move this to be the video I edit on Thursday. And then Friday, I didn't really allot any time to edit, so I'm going to move that to here. And I very well could. I feel like I might be able to edit the research diary earlier than that. So I've updated the to-do list. Worst case scenario, I'm not as ahead as I want to be, but I'll still have time to edit some more stuff, so. Yay! And I'm gonna make dinner. And I've already gotten in my steps for the day, so I don't have to like leave and go anywhere. And I can also use my walking pad if I really wanted some steps. So, beautiful. Okay, perfect.
Good night, God bless. Or another week.
You could just leave. Let me ask you a question. If I like, is it mine? Is it mine?
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and fuck you.
Cause they know they can't control me. I hide the my body, super almighty, I'm shining. If you looking at that, want to find me, yeah, that's some chill shit, and that's some real shit. I ain't choose being player, being player chose.
evening, depending when you're watching this. It's morning for me. Welcome.
We are coming at the front of the mat. We're going to sit down. We're going to drop our hands right by our hips. I'm going to do a little circle here. Right, so you're going to just roll. If you don't have weights, don't worry. You don't have to do it with weights. And we crunch, reach, exhale. And we down, 3 more. And we reach. And we down. Your legs probably shaking, it's okay. Give me 3. Give me 2. Reps. Make sure you come and join the challenge starting next week. And come back into your plank.
So I think this is the fit. I did something to my hair just for fun. If I hate it, I'll just take it down. With this jacket for if I get cold. I can't decide between the pointy shoes or the combat boots. I really, really love pointy shoes. I feel like they elevate everything. But also the combat boots, I feel like it's just like a goes with this look maybe. I think I'll do the boots. There are 2 important meetings today. I have a meeting with the joint lab. Like there's a big meeting that happens apparently every other week. And then there's going to be a more one-on-one with my lab director and my boss. Even though I'm fully prepared, like my presentation is made, I work in presentations, meaning I don't make documents anymore. Like when I'm putting together my thoughts, I make them in PowerPoint. That way when it's time to like share with somebody, it's already presentable. I just have to like edit it for what they need to see. But I put all the detail in there for myself. So like everything's ready, everything's back, the models are made. Like I don't have anything to be anxious about. Yet and still, anytime there's like, okay girl, anytime there's like I have a meeting with the big boss, it's like, okay, you know. So yeah. Also putting together even this outfit has been difficult. We're gonna talk about it more this evening, but I'm feeling major dissatisfaction with my closet right now. I don't know if it's 29 or what, but I suddenly just want to overhaul everything in my closet. Not everything, but like 60% of it I feel like I could give away because I won't wear it ever again. It just doesn't feel like where I am in my life or what I want to do or where I want to spend my time. Like when I think of the places I want to go, what I want to spend my time doing, and I look at what's in my closet, I'm like, I wouldn't wear any of that there. So I gotta update all that. That's what's been on my mind heavy, but we'll talk about that later. And we'll probably just do a closet clean out later because I need to. 9:09. Okay. We can get there in time to still get a reasonable parking spot. Before this meeting starts in 45 minutes. Still, that'd be bad if I'm in there hungry. I'll give you a second, okay. I wanted to move my PowerPoint over to my tablet, depending on if I have my laptop or my tablet in the meeting. Beautiful, okay. I'm gonna go heat up the food I brought with me.
1,000 versions of myself.
And we're up deep, deep, and she's a mystic, sexy creature. Ooh, she goes, and I'ma keep her. She's a god, can't buy no believer.
Nobody else in this bitch like phenomenal. Admittedly, I ate Wendy's for dinner before this walk, which is why I'm on this walk, to help digest the load of carbs I just had. But like, also life is beautiful. Look at the sky. Sunset walks are a new fave, for sure. Okay, y'all, I have been parking for an hour. I've been through 5 different parking lots / decks in the last hour. I arrived here at 9:50. Nowhere to park. I feel like this is the latest I've arrived since back to in person. Before I arrived at like 9:30 and there were still plenty. 9:50, not a single fucking one. And so my PTO was gonna start tomorrow for my birthday, but I called and I was like, hey girl, like the administrative assistant, and I was like, hey, is it too late to use some hours of PTO today? And she was like, no. I was like, great, because I can't find nowhere to park. And she started laughing because apparently she's also had to do this before, that this is sometimes an occurrence. This is my very first time. I've been here for over a year, and my first time finding nowhere to park. So PTO starting early, birthday shenanigans start now. I could edit, I could go on a walk, I could go read and eat, I could do anything. Wow, unanticipated freedom. Let's do it. So unfortunately I haven't spoken in over a day, I think, on the vlog, because I've been just trying to get the stuff done. I don't know if I mentioned earlier this week, but I always treat the week before something starts, so like my birthday, as practice for the way I want to live. So I've just been trying to wake up on time, go to the gym, get my work done. Like, I'm very much showing up. I told my mom I'm habit forming right now, where I'm associating things with certain things, and I'm just trying to stay focused. So I haven't actually said anything, but it's been an eventful couple days. Today I actually left work early and used some PTO because I took off Thursday and Friday, tomorrow and Friday, for my birthday, and I was still gonna go in today, but I could not find parking. I think I mentioned it earlier, but it was hectic. So I came home and took a nap, and then I went on my walk, and that was lovely. And now I have Strava, so that's great. And I finally got in my reading. I am trying to start some new habits, or at least make my habits level up a little bit as I'm getting ready to turn 30 next year. I want 29 to be like a very clear indication that I have grown from who I was before, because I feel it, and I want it to reflect it in everything. And I feel like I'm doing a good job of that so far with my environment, the things I'm talking about. But yeah, because I haven't spoken in some days, I have a lot I've been thinking about, and that I've been like journaling in my script. So in my videos, I always like choose a theme, and then as the week goes on, I just write in ideas, and then I share them with you. And I've written so many ideas. So I don't know if I'll share all of them right now, or maybe throughout the rest of the vlog, but I've just been thinking about what I want for myself and how grateful I am. There's a lot of gratitude in my reflections, because I'm just so grateful for everything that I have and everything that I have been able to accomplish up until this point. Like, I feel fulfilled in so many ways with my job, with my relationships, with the community I'm building. Like, I feel really good. So I'm happy with these reflections, and it's just like, I'm also reflecting on the struggles that I've had to like overcome to get to this point, the things I've had to leave behind, the decisions I've had to stand on. It's been a journey, and I've made a few videos about this. I have a whole series, late 20s diaries, about this. I feel like a major theme that's coming in my life right now, especially when I think about how different it is from last year, is just how much stronger I am with my word and my confidence and my commitment to myself. I've always, to some degree, had a very strong self-concept, and I am always like a confrontational, say it like it is, pragmatic person. But there's something about this last year where we're not pussyfooting around anymore, okay? We're being very direct. Like, I'm letting you know what I need, I'm letting you know what's going to fly, I'm letting me know what I need and what's going to fly. It's been a very, I don't know, tightening up of what I need. I'm no longer willing to just take whatever. I'm feeling way more independent and in control of what I have going on. Like, I can see where I am making good choices, and I'm feeling really good about that. And I have any reflection practices in place so that I can know these things and stay confident about it. And something else that's really on my mind, I don't know if you know this about me, but I watch a lot of video essays and edutainment, especially by Black women. I often in my weekly resets include videos I recently watched that I recommend for others that are from these incredible people, like that I'm always watching these videos. And so I am having a lot of strong feelings about feminism, and a lot of strong feelings about what we need to be sharing in the world as creators, as educators, as teachers, as women, the things we should be sharing for people younger than us, our age, like the messaging and the things we put out. I feel very strongly about it, because it is, everything is political. The personal is political, and with the way our rights are being taken away right now, and the way that fatphobia has come back with a vengeance now that that 90s heroin chic is in, like, there's a lot of regression in society, and I've had to do a lot of thinking on my part on how I want to show up during this time, because things don't happen in a vacuum. In particular, like, I don't want to be making certain kinds of fitness videos in an era where people are having such bad conversations about plus size bodies or anything like that. Like, I can't act like that isn't the context of losing weight while making weight loss videos. Like, I don't want to act like I don't know the world around me. And I've been having a lot of, I scrapped the video talking about this, but I've just been having a lot of reflections on what it is I'm trying to say here, and also what it is I need in connections in real life. And yeah, I have to stand on the things that I believe in, as far as like women's independence and autonomy and decentering men and decentering patriarchy and living my life to the fullest and actually not letting harm come to me or the people I care about, learning from the lessons I've seen in my life, in my niece's life, in my mom's life, in my grandma's life, like standing on that stuff and not bending to attraction or desire or romance or just out of societal conditioning. Like I've gotten really good about that I see it reflected in my relationships and not just in the way I show up online. Like I'm clearing out how I want to show up on social media, which I'll talk about in a second, but I've especially seen it in my relationships because I feel like I've closed a lot of cycles this year. I've made several videos on my channel in this late 20s diary series about decentering men, healing my attachment wounds, going over like how my daddy issues and how I healed that, and just the things I've had to overcome to learn how to trust myself, know what I want, to become a person with boundaries. It's a whole playlist. Like I've been sharing this journey this whole time, and here I am now about to turn 29, and it's all really sunk in. And I had a lot of opportunities this year in particular to see if those lessons sunk in. Like I had extra tests. So many previous people in my life came back around, and for the first two, it was like 3 people that came back in my life from my previous like toxic cycles that I talked about in videos. And the first 2 I like passed very easily, like, oh no, I've learned this lesson, I'm good. But then as soon as I said that, like in a video, the universe was like, oh really? Here's another one for you. And I was like, oh my goodness, this past summer, y'all, these last June and July, I don't know if I passed it, but I finished it. Okay, the test I've gotten the lesson from it, and the cycles are closed. Like I've closed the cycles of what I thought I wanted romantically. I don't feel like I in any way need to value relationships and romance at this point in my life or ever. Like when I think about decentering men, and I don't talk about it much anymore because I decided to just live it, you know, we have the conversation of, all right, don't revolve around the patriarchy. There are so many ways that, you know, feeding into these systems is harming us, and you can't dismantle the system with the system's tools. So what do you do instead? You center yourself in what you would do if you were in charge. And you know how what I say, I am the final boss. And so for the last 2 years, I have been doing exactly that, where I am following what I want. I have centered myself, and I'm too busy with myself to try to fit romance in. I've tried. I tried this summer. I tried recently, like I guess that was the summer, to see if I could be interested in romance or give people a chance, and I'm too busy with my career and my fitness and my health and my businesses and my passions and my family to even want to try to find time in my day for some romance. Like, no, sweet God, no. I'm all the things that I have my time put up with, I love, and I don't want to give up any of those things. And I feel grateful to be able to say that, and I'm still building even more for myself. And so, yeah, I've realized so much. I've had a long journey when it comes to owning my independence and my agency as someone who grew up with no autonomy, who was, you know, codependent for a time, and then just really struggling with attachment and dating. And now I'm in a different place where I'm just like, wow, all I really need is myself and my community, and I get to choose who's in that community. I get to have standards for myself, boundaries. Like I get to choose my family. Like there are people in my family that I don't associate with, and there are people that I love and will be there in a heartbeat. You know, like I have friends that are my family. I've gotten so clear about my self-concept, what I allow, what I want. It's amazing. I feel really good. Yeah. So that brings me to wanting to talk about actually my goals. So I wrote out my before 30 goals, so my birthday goals 29 to 30, and then everything I want to see in like from 30 to 40. Because I was just on this walk with one of my coworkers, and he was like, you know, I'm 50 and I'm da-da-da, and I was like, you're not really old. And he's like, I'm like, I'm almost 30. And he was like, 30? You have so much, you're barely getting started. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're so right. So just thinking of 30 to 40, it's like then 40, 50, 50, like my family will be living to like 90. So there's so much to look forward to, right? And so just thinking about what I want immediately and then what I want that to build into. I wrote it down. You know I wrote it down. Okay, my before 30 / New Year goals. I have a friend that when she tells people happy birthday, she also tells them happy new year, because yeah, this is your new year. And I love that. So like that's how I've been thinking about it, as my New Year's goals / birthday goals. By the end of this year, so by the time I turn 30, I want to have published 2 more papers as a first author. I want to double the size of WPP, and I'm close to that. It was originally like 13, 14 people, so double would be 28, so maybe I have done that. I want to do it again. I want to double the size of WPP. I currently have started my Patreon. It's an academic book club, an academic space, and I want it to be thriving and active like every single month. I want us to be years into it, all reading books together, having discourse. I'm very excited about it. I also want in the next year to start having quarterly planned trips with my family, like every quarter, every 3 months, something planned for me, my mom, my brother, my sister, like whoever, to go on. Like I want intentional family time. And then for my fitness, I want to get my mile down to 15 minutes, and I want to get abs and or a 30-inch waist. So those are my end of the year goals. And the habits that I'm trying to do with those things, like the active scholar circle is going to be me reading even more than I do now. WPP is me being so on my time management that I can handle 2 businesses, like my real job and the job I've created for myself. Having 2 papers and a new job with higher pay means like putting out grants, getting my work done, abs, and being able to, you know, have increased mileage. That's endurance, that's more cardio time, that's more gym time, that's eating better in the kitchen. And then quarterly time, that's me getting better with my budgeting and finances, something that I have more and more important the older I am getting. So yeah, those are my New Year's goals, right? But then when I think about my 30s, I get so excited. I get so excited. The women I know in their 30s, hot AF, rich AF, all the time. I'm so excited about it. So once I have reached 30 and I have my abs and I'm, you know, fit enough to endure any kind of thing, like go on long ass walks and maybe start running or whatever. I have my business is thriving. I have extra income. I am proving myself as a doctor. That's just how I want to be when I turn 30. And then in my 30s, I have so many things. So with my career first, I want to in my 30s start my own lab. So I want to have the Jones Systems Bio Lab, a place where I can collect the data, run my own experiments, create the models, and do the public health consultations and public media relations for diseases and pathology and things that are important to me, and hire people that look like me, and also look into diseases and things that affect people that look like me. That's my dream, is to have that, be that, to lift other people up, have people, you know, in my own lab to help us live better, healthier lives. Like that's what I want. So my big career goal is to have my own research lab, which is something that I will be building towards if I get those papers, new job, etc., etc. And then I have for my career as far as like YouTube, social media, I want eventually my club, that's my WPP club, the accountability group, we meet every week. I want it to eventually become an in-person thing. So maybe in the next 3 years, I want it to become an annual retreat where we have a booked place, agenda, caterers, events for an in-person retreat based on the things we talk about and do in our week-to-week meetings. And then also I want the Scholar Circle to be kind of the same, where there's like little hubs based on where people live, and all kinds of different kinds of book clubs within the book club, like different genre tracks and stuff. Like I see a big vision for community connection in both a general way and in a scholarly way, and I'm very excited about maintaining and building those things. And then for my social life, what I really want is to make sure that I'm traveling a bit more now that I have a passport. I honestly don't have a big wanderlust. I've never been too world travel-y type of person. I'm really good with routine, but now that I have been somewhere and I have a passport, it seems foolish to not take advantage of that. So what I want to do is make sure that I start traveling more with my family and any of my friends. One of my friends is a big traveler. A few of my friends are, and then my mom has traveled more than I have, and now that I have a passport like both my people, then I can join them and we can maybe do those kind of things. So a 50-state tour with her and then turn that international. and also just personally start traveling more solo. Really want that to be a vibe. Big into fashion and like going to fashion related events, putting together clothes, like curating things. I really enjoy design, so that's something I want to lean into in my 30s. And then with my lifestyle and my fitness, so we already talked about like what the body will hopefully look like, but what I want to do with that body is one, ballet. I did ballet when I was in 4th, 5th, 6th grade, and I did cheer, and then I just stopped. But I have a strong love for ballet, and I even want to be in like a showcase, and I want to dance on the stage. Like that is a dream of mine. I want to do that. So that's something I want to work towards physically. Like I want to get my body to a place to do it in a way that I feel comfortable, confident in everything, and also like physically. And then I also want to learn how to do some like really tactile things like jujitsu. I took a couple classes of jujitsu some years ago, and at the time I was big into my nails, but I'm not really into nails anymore. So I want to get into jujitsu and rock climbing and boxing. Like I really want to, as much as I want to look a certain way, I also want my body to do certain things. Like I want to be able to be that explosive and powerful and like tactile with my movement. I really find that fun and cool and hot, honestly. And then also like with that ballet, I want to do pole, and I want to do long distance walking and hiking. I love walking, and I want to be the kind of person, I don't know that I'll ever become a runner. I don't know. But I would love to become a long distance walker, the kind of person where I just wake up 5 a.m. on a Saturday and I go walk 10 miles. Like that would be lit AF. Like that's something that I could picture myself doing. And also hiking and putting on one of my vests and going up somewhere. Like or traveling to go hike places. One of my friends is actually doing that. So just like stuff like that, I really want to move my body a lot more and like do it in communal spaces, but also in a way that just makes me feel personally confident. That's what I want my 30s to be like, you know. And then living in a loft style apartment, and I want to have 2 dogs and a cat. Taking my pets on walks, like having my tea in my like big windowed apartment, and doing my work and meeting with WPP, and my evenings like making cool ass food. I also really want to upgrade the kind of food I make. Like there's nothing wrong with what I make, but I am watching a lot of fitness related vlogs, and I want to eat some more whole food meals, like foods that where you can tell that it's whole foods. I'm just feeling that a bit more right now, so that's also something I want my 30s to be like, exploring with cooking recipes and stuff like that. Like I'm just so excited for all the opportunity that exists in the future and in the present moment. Like I feel like I'm taking advantage of it exactly the way I want to, and I just want to keep building towards those things. And I'm grateful that I've had the lessons to know that like these things are important and they're fine, and I'm just building up to that place one day at a time. Like what does my Saturday look like now, and how is it going to get me to Saturdays 5 years from now? But we'll talk about those habits later, because it's like 11. I took a nap earlier, so I'm not even sleepy, but I should try to go to bed. So I'm gonna put on my playlist and try to go to sleep. Good morning friend. Happy Thursday, y'all. It is 8:30 and I'm only just now starting my day. I was up late last night, as we saw. Late for me now. Can we believe it? I've actually worked really hard to fix my sleep schedule, so I don't want to get too off. In the summer, before this whole 9 to 5, I was going to bed at like midnight and waking up at 8 because I didn't have to be at work until much later in the day, and that was cool. But now I have to be there a little earlier, and I need to do things before and after. So I've very intentionally been trying to like move my bedtime to 9 p.m. and my wake up time to 5. Right now it's 10 and 6. So I'm making my way there, and so I did throw it off a little bit by going to bed at midnight again and waking up at 8. I know, so the only solution is to not nap today and go to bed on time and just get right back into that flow. I do have a sort of routine now to wind myself down for bed, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. But yeah, it's my first day of PTO, real PTO today, that I took off for my birthday tomorrow. Which is also why I was fine with sleeping in, because I knew I was off. So yeah, it's catch-22. Now that I'm up though, what I really want to do is my hair. This was actually a curling fail. If you watched last week's vlog, I don't know if I talked about it or not, but you can see it on my Instagram. I tried to curl my hair and I didn't get enough sleep for it to dry, and I was kind of fine with it. I still thought like some were curly, and then it left this wavy impression, and I prefer the wavy look to totally straight because it's easier to manipulate, like because of how thick they are. When they're straight, they're just so, it's so difficult for me to like get rubber bands on it and stuff. So I've just kept it like this. I think it's cute. However, I'm kind of, I don't know. I just feel like I should do something, but I don't really want to do something. But I feel like I should. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my birthday is tomorrow, and my hair is fine, but it shouldn't be fine on my birthday. Like, I'm not gonna get my nails done until, well, I'm gonna get them done tomorrow. But like, that's part of the birthday for me. I'm not gonna get, but you know what I'm saying? So like, my eyebrows and everything, like, I just feel like doing my hair is it's just proper birthday rules. And like, I have the time right now, and I think the quickest thing I could do would be braids, to do a braid out, to like braid it this morning and let it dry all day, and then take it down tomorrow morning, or tomorrow morning, for my braid out, and then go get my girl things done. That sounds fun, no? Yeah, so I'm gonna do my hair. I also have my first like arm day today. I'm trying out a new workout split where my arm days are Thursday and Saturday. That way that I behave well on the weekend. I'm always just trying to learn myself and adapt. Like, the weekends have been a source of tracking for me, so I've been trying to do things that make me behave better on the weekends, and by better I mean in accordance with my goals. So I moved my weigh-in day to Tuesday so that I wouldn't go crazy on the weekend, and that has helped some, but I've also adapted to it, so I know how to like play myself essentially. And now I'm like, stop. So now I'm moving to where I work out on the weekends, because that way I have to go to bed on time, maintain my sleep schedule, stay active on the weekend. I get Sunday as a rest day, and then I'm right back in it. Like, I think it helps me stay in the flow better, instead of it feeling like there's a big gap between workouts, you know? So yeah, I like it. I'm trying it. So today's arm day. And I also am going to edit today, because I don't know, something about this birthday, it's giving just like take care of what feels good. That's what I want for my birthday this year, and that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, let's go braid my hair. My camera is actually about to die, so I may not be able to show you, but can you believe how long my hair is? I've always wanted to look like this, guys. Like, the long locks, the long hair, the face, the body, the tattoos. I've always wanted to look like this. Me from middle school, high school, college, all of them will be like, who the fuck is she? I am you. You are me. Oh my god. Okay, good morning. Do I want to watch Patreon? Do I want to watch YouTube? Do I want to listen to music? I think while I do my hair, I'm in a watch mood. Sometimes it just turns into a music mood if I get bored. Do you have any YouTube recommendations for vloggers that are like me? And by me, I mean that talk about similar things: productivity, school, learning, womanhood, have vlogs with like transitions and stuff like that have movement. I don't have anything against the fully just talking vlogs, because I watch all kind, but I prefer I wouldn't call mine cinematic, but the ones that have scenes. Some people just have like, they talk in different rooms. It's one kind of vlogging, and then there's like getting in the car, I'm out of the movies, you know, kind of vlogs. I like those ones. So yeah, I'm gonna do my hair, which means I get in the shower. And let me turn off my notifications for work, because I keep getting all these emails and I'm like, you're not talking to me. Let me turn these off.
guess I can't wait. Can't be super everything. I'm on the way. Feeling super calm and super safe. Super safe. I need a cake. Last me all day later. I can't wait to get you namaste.
You know what I saw. Can't be without it. Can't be without it. I can see for the one. Chicks like the party, man. Yeah. We got 4 choppers this fool. Before rapping on God, I was trapping. Sneaking my Glock and look God. I had to make a gun fund me. Y'all niggas keep doing that sneak jab, man. We just had to kill the whole woods just to make Young Savage this motherfucking meat jacket.
And that's why I keep going harder. Hit a snake and you laying in a snake pit. Cause he the type of nigga fuck a bitch I'm cool with. I don't wanna talk and I barely wanna leave. All them hoes get quiet when I walk in. It don't bother me, I know them bitches ain't shit. Shit ain't the same. And that's why I keep going harder. You stepped out of a dream. When you do this. So if you have a regular job, this is definitely one of those things you can only do on the weekend. Oh, if you never listen to the podcast, I don't know what you've been doing.
What are you doing, July? I've been on your planet. Really, I don't know.
Oh my goodness, it's also September 4th, which means happy Beyonce's birthday to all who celebrate. 9481 period. I lived off the B-Day album growing up. I remember so clearly. Me and my cousins used to make up dances to songs all the time, and we would watch them on YouTube or on MTV or on the TV, and I remember very clearly like putting on B-Day, Missy Elliott, Usher, and Justin Bieber, and like loud as fuck and dancing around, but it's specifically to like Get Me Bodied and just the whole album. You guys don't understand, okay? I love her. I love her. I'm not like a super stan, but also I am, because like what don't I know? You know, I'm not like staying in the current like 2000s culture because I'm an adult, but I love her down. So happy birthday, girl. I know you'll never see this, but happy birthday, girl. Me next. Goodness, y'all, I'm just getting home from the gym and I see this tweet that reminds me of what I was talking about last night as far as like romance and not idolizing it, and we'll talk more about it, but I just have to say my thoughts about this tweet. It says, I'm always the girlfriend boo. Bitches never get wife, just fucked. Big difference. And I see it because I'm a quote. It was like, please strike me down if I do something like this, and like, period. But what it made me think about was how I was speaking last night about my experiences really helping me heal my attachment wounds and my ideas around romance and prioritizing it. The whole getting chosen thing was a major theme for me for a long time of like, why won't anybody choose me? Why can't I be the girl? Why can't I be the girlfriend? Because like, as a fat girl most of my life, you don't get chosen, you don't get picked in public, you're fucked in private, you're good for pleasure, but you're not good to like be seen with. And so that plus the abandonment issues, it played a number on me, right? And then I had this whole thing about someone needs to choose me, show me that I'm worthy. And I've had a whole journey trying to unlearn that, because at first I did still have some comp head, some monogamous ideals to unlearn. The one that got wifed essentially was the one more capable and willing to be of service. And that was the dynamic I was seeing. I was like, oh, I'm not getting chosen, I'm not being picked because I'm not willing to cook your dinner and take care of your children and sacrifice my needs for you. That makes me unworthy of being wifed. And I was like, oh, then good. It's all conditioning. My desire to be chosen is conditioning in me and my leftover wounds from my childhood and parenting. And once I got over that and I realized what chosen really meant, it's like, oh, I choose me. If I'm gonna be doing some work for somebody, if I'm doing dishes taken care of, it's gonna be taking care of me. I choose me. You feel me? So, y'all keep getting wifed if you want to. We all gotta learn our own lessons, baby. Anyway, I'm about to edit and I gotta use the bathroom. Good morning. Happy birthday to me. I'm about to start crying because I just did a little walk down memory lane, like photos from since I was born until now, on my Instagram story. Y'all know I'm mad organized, and I have photos, like I said, from my whole life, from when I was a little baby, and then starting in like Google Drive or Google Photos since like 2010. So I have years and years of photos, and I just quickly did a little trip down memory lane, and looking at those photos, all I feel is like so much love and support. You know, it's not until growing up and, well, I mean, I guess I was very aware of it even then, but I didn't become conscious of just how much of a blessing it is that I grew up so loved and supported. You know, I knew, I guess, there were others that didn't have what I have, but I didn't recognize the gravity of it. But as I'm older and I, you know, see how young people are being raised, or I think about the things that my cousins or my friends or my lovers didn't get, and the way that we all just deserve to grow up in love and support and community, like every child deserves that. And looking at those photos and seeing my siblings and my family and my friends and the people who've supported me from college or RUs or online or whatever, like, blessed, dog. Like 29 years of being blessed, and I'm just so grateful that I like get to exist in this moment, and that I every day is a blessing, dog. So many people have died this year, and so I don't know, I'm just feeling extra grateful for life, you know, that more aware than ever that it's not a guarantee. That what you make of today is what you have, you know? And I have people, and that makes me happy and grateful, and that I'm yet to meet everyone I will love or that will love me, you know? Who knows what's ahead of me, where I'll be next year, oh my gosh, or 5 years from now, or who I'll know, what I will have created. 29, I'm a doctor. I'm a 29-year-old black girl from Mississippi with a PhD in applied math, living on my own with several side businesses, and oh my god, like what the fuck is happening, guys? I just know little me that I've just went through this memory lane with would be so impressed. I feel like I said that earlier this week too, like in this spot maybe. But yeah, every single version of me that I just remembered who got me to where I am, every single last version of me would be proud of where I am right now. More life, more love, more blessings. Happy birthday, Quindle. Okay. It's 7 on the dot. I've laid in bed for an hour reminiscing about my life. I'm gonna take down these pilates and go to the gym and start my day. The agenda for today, I was going to do my room decorations today, but I'm just going to extend the vlog to tomorrow. Because when I thought about all I need to do, I was like, I think that's going to require hours of attention, and I don't have hours of attention to give today specifically. So we're going to the gym, we're going to go pay my rent, we're going to go get my nails done, and some groceries, and spend my evening reading and eating, probably. That's the agenda. I would like to get some editing in today, but like if I don't, who cares? So we'll see. But definitely gonna start my day with gym so I don't have it looming over me and I can feel like I'm starting my birthday on the right foot. So whew. Good morning.
God does not like violence.
This is obscene.
But he knows sometimes it is necessary.
Don't touch me. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you.
Okay. Big girl moment. Time to pay my bills. Payday routine is a checklist I have for every payday, and I check it off as I do it. So I have a bank that's not in Florida, so I transfer my money to different cards in places, like pay off a certain amount of my credit card, move to other cards, and use that so I don't have to use my main bank card, and I only use my bank card for bills like rent, electric, whatever. Anything else I buy is not on my bank card. So first things first is to transfer everything I need from my bank card. So let's add that up. Happy birthday to me. Okay. I think I'm gonna wait to pay my credit card until after I get my money order to pay my rent. Just so that there's some buffer there, because I'm gonna wait to do that. Yeah. Okay. So that takes care of Alright. Now I can actually do my morning routine and get ready to go to the gym. Actually, my morning routine is the gym. I've moved skincare and everything. Like I brush my teeth and then I leave. If I start doing my skincare and getting all into it, I'll be here for an hour. So I'll just brush my teeth and get going before I don't go.
How'd you get access to the Australian Fugitive Lord?
I'm an all-access kind of girl.
Looks totally real, doesn't it? I figured it would buy us a little more time.